Before we start our meditation today, so we had a special ritual that we are doing in our Wednesday meditations. Anyone who is celebrating birthdays, so we are use this opportunity to extend our blessings and wishes. So today we have a special beloved friend, our Virya, Nathan, who has already celebrated his birthday a few days ago. But we use this opportunity to extend our blessings as a spiritual community and also spiritual friends. So we invite him to come forward and receive our blessing. Okay. So Viri has become a strong hand for Kitster Buddhist Center. So as Buddhist monks, your friends, spiritual friends, we use this opportunity to chant for you, wishing you a good health and long life. Okay. So, the light is again the channel. Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata Sabba dhammanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu te Bhavatu sabba mangalam rakhantu sabba devata Sabba sanghanubhavena sada sutti bhavantu. I will give you. Can we give it at the bottom of the page and this one? We are having the 3 candles, and volunteer to light the candle. One. Anyone else? The last candle. This DC.
Before we start our meditation, let us do our regular chanting. Please turn to page number 5. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo Tasse Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tasse Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tasse Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. The 3 refuges. Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Dutiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Buddham Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Dhammam Saranam Gacchami. Tatiyampi Sangham Saranam Gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Adinadapanam Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Avesu Vichacharam Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Musavada Veramani Sikkhapadam Samadhiyami. Sula Neraya Manja Pamadana Vedamani Sikha The opposite page. Affirmative vows based on 5 precepts. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life. I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression. I want to respect the property of others and practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I want to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I want to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of suffering that intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I want to develop mindfulness and mindfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Iti piso bhagava araham samma sambuddho incha sugato avidu Sarati Santa Devanam Sanam Buddho Bhagavan. Homage to the Dhamma. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sangha Sangho. Supatipanno Bhagavato Sangha Sangho. Supatipanno Bhagavato Chipatipanno Bhagavato Sangha Sangho. Yadidam Chantari Purisa Yukani Anta Purisa Gundana Bhagavato Sangha Sangho. Anjali Karaniyo Antaram Yanketam Lokaspati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. offerings, offering of light. Ghana Saraditena Dipena Kamadansena Tilokadipan Sambuddham Pujayami Kamudam. Offering of incense. Gandha Samparayudhena Dupena Sugandhena Pujaye Jaliyantam Devan. Offering of flowers. Etam Usuma Santati Jayami Indasya Sri Sarvite Ujemi Buddham Sumela Nena Unyena Vitena Labami Mokkan Umbang Vidaya Tiyata Idam Me Tata Divina Seva. Offering of water. Adiva Setuno Ante Arinyam Parikam Pitam Angkam Padaya Patigan Patutam. Offering of drinks. Adiva Setuno Ante Ilan Panchayan Imam Angkam Padaya Patigan Patutam. Worship of shrines. Vanda Vichetiyan Sambham Sambhadani Supatinditam Saririkadhatu Mahabuddhim Buddha Sakalam Sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Itcheva Majanta Namaste Niyam Namaste Mano Radhe Yam Yam Punyam Sandhan Vipulam alata tassa bhavena Ada Reflections on the teaching of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is to act with any pure mind, suffering follows like the wind that follows the foot of the earth. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one is to act with pure mind, happiness follows like one's shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all needs. These bonds of sympathy passes in the world like the little wind in a moving car. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should review their activities as they seek removes the dust from silver. For one who mindfully develops kindness, mental refinements are weakened, and freedom from pain is seen. All conditions are impermanent. When one sees wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All conditions are unsatisfactory. When one sees wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. All things are not self. When one sees the wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path of purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Dear spiritual friends, we welcome you all for our Wednesday meditation today. So, as spiritual friends, we have gathered here to practice the meditation. You decided and made a decision to come to this wholesome place, spiritual place, to observe your spirituality within yourself. So first, before we start the meditation, you can rejoice the decision that you have made to spend these few minutes practicing the kind of meditation. So you can appreciate yourself. Rejoice the decision that you have made. So take a moment to appreciate yourself. Rejoice the decision that you have made to practice this meditation. Deeply appreciating ourselves, Now we can make a determination. The determination is that I'll engage in a committed practice. I'll make use of this wholesome space, this wholesome gathering, this wholesome guidance. I'll engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, you can listen to the bell. The sound of the bell support you to settle your mind and bring your awareness into this present moment. Be with the sound of the bell, and also after the bell, let's chant Namo Buddhaya, which means pay homage to the Buddha. The chanting will also help you to gather your attention, bring your awareness to this present moment. At the end of the chanting, Bhante Punna will help us to practice our meditation. Be with the sound of the bell until the end of the sounds and chant with us.
Spiritual friends, this is the time for us to practice our meditation. We will practice meditation on loving kindness. Practicing loving kindness would be a guided type of meditation. After that, we can switch our meditative object to the in-breathing and out-breathing to practice full awareness and mindfulness. To practice both meditation, it is always very necessary to have a very comfortable and relaxed posture. Right now, we are having all those conducive environmental factors around us. In a very nice environment, we have a beautiful space for us to have shelter to practice our meditation. We have a nice gathering here. All of our spiritual friends are warmly preparing their mind to practice their meditation. Sitting comfortably, having a very silent environment. Now we are getting ready to draw our attention to our body and our mind. First, we will draw our attention to our body and feel the body. You can notice that you are sitting. Some of us are sitting on the floor, and others are sitting on the chair. Wherever you sit, whatever the posture you are following, the very important preparation is feeling oneself, having ability to relax one's own body is a basic preparation. Feel your body from the top of your head to the tips of the toes. Feel the body. And notice while you are feeling, experience the feelings of the body, you are able to notice some tightness, pressure, tension, pains, and aches in various parts of the body, in different parts of the body. If you notice any pressure, any pain, any discomfort, anywhere in the body, that we can draw our attention to that area and we will relax our body. This physical relaxation is very important, very necessary. We will draw our attention to our body part by part and relax each and every part of the body. Draw our attention to our forehead, top of the head and the back of the head. If you notice any discomfort, any tightness, any pressure, feel them. And also relaxed. Just drop down and relax and feel ease and comfort without maintaining any tightness. Just relax and relax. Drop down and relax. Feel your eyes in this sitting posture. You have very gently close your eyes and make them more comfortable and more relaxed. Feel your facial muscles. Feel and relax. To make the more comfortable and more ease of your facial muscles, we will bring a gentle smile, a beautiful smile to have a comfort and relaxation. Like smiling with a baby, very genuine, very pure smile. That smile is very effective. It brings peace, calm into ourselves. Feel both shoulders and keep them wide open and just drop down and relax. Feel both arms all the way to the tips of the fingers. Just let them to place on the lap or on your thighs. To the fingertips, feel and relax and just let them to hang and make each and every finger muscles to become comfortable and relaxed. Feel your chest muscles and tummy muscles. Just drop down and relax. Feel your upper and lower back muscles and relax, relax. Feel your sitting muscles. On your sitting muscles, if you notice any discomfort, any numbness, any unpleasant feelings, very gently, very nicely, very mindfully, you can change your posture and release that pressure and bring some ease and peace and relax feelings into area. Otherwise, try to maintain the motionless posture throughout the meditation. Feel your thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, ankles, heels, sole of the feet to the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Observe your physical preparation. Physically, you are prepared for the meditation by doing all of those beautiful chanting, observing precepts. You are having a very firm preparation. Observe your physical preparation and also verbal preparation. Verbally, you are not directing into any unwholesome directions, and your white chats are not that bad. And in this peaceful environment, you are having some sort of peaceful, nice thoughts. Observe the mind being in this comfortable, purified, relaxed posture. The mind is still engaging with producing thoughts. That is the nature of the mind. Thoughts are related to the past, present, and the future. Sometimes there could be some sort of unpleasant memories. If you experience and you are bothered with some of unpleasant memories with the past, truly understand right now you are here. The past is only a memory. If it is so, why do we maintain any so-called memories right now? We will let them go. That because the past is gone. There could be some future related exciting thoughts. Still think. Future is not yet come true. Nothing to be anxious and let them go. Bring your full awareness to the present moment. Right now, momentarily. You can observe you are here and now. Observe your beautiful mind being in the present moment. Mentally, verbally, and physically, you are in a very wholesome state. To further relax and make very comfortable, we introduce a wholesome thought, wholesome set of thoughts into our present awareness. We bring a wholesome thought, loving kindness. We can have a mental image to recognize the nature of the deeply rooted, nicely grown, loving kindness. Following the teachings of the Buddha, we learned a beautiful simile Buddha has proclaimed that when you are practicing loving kindness, you better to prepare your mind like a mother who take care of her only baby. Think about this beautiful simile. And have a beautiful mental image. Kind-hearted motherly nature. And the loving kindness in between the beautiful baby and the loving mother. Such a great mental image. The mother is having compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, generosity, and all other wholesome thoughts in her mind to render the love and care for the baby. With the support of this beautiful love, the baby is growing. Now you look at your mind like a baby. Take care of your lovely baby, rendering the loving kindness, surrounded by compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, truthfulness, generosity, sharing, caring, full awareness. Having all of those beautiful thoughts, you nurture the wholesome mind, loving kindness mind. Make a genuine aspiration. May my mind be well. May my mind be happy. May my mind be wholesome. May my mind be lovely. May no harm come to my mind. May no difficulties come to my mind. May my mind be able to overcome all the inevitable difficulties. May my mind be strong. May my mind be bright. May my mind be peace. Experience your own beautiful loving kindness. You can use your lovely awareness, lovely thoughts, loving mindfulness, lovely mind to radiate loving kindness to your own body. Deeply appreciate this body from the top to the bottom, from the skin to the internal organs. Deeply appreciate and render the loving kindness. This loving kindness can heal the body. This loving kindness can help to grow the immunity. This loving kindness can bring the good health for the body. This loving kindness is genuinely, piously prepared. Your beautiful loving kindness. Your beautiful loving kindness is ready to render the loving kindness to the body. May the skin of this body be healed, be healthy. May the muscles of this body be healed, be healthy. May the bones of this body be healed, be healthy. Radiate the loving kindness to the inner activities, functions, the systems of the body. The respiratory system. May the healing loving kindness bring the relief and comfort to the respiratory system. The inhalation and exhalation of the body. May the respiratory system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Radiate loving kindness to the cardiac muscles and the cardiovascular system. May the cardiovascular system of this body be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to the digestive system. May the entire system be healed, be healthy. Radiate the loving kindness to the kidneys, to the entire genitourinary system of this body. And radiate the loving kindness. May the genitourinary system of this body be healed. Radiate the loving kindness to all the senses, all the sensory organs, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and the skin. Radiate the loving kindness to the most complicated activity which is going on in the nervous system. May the central nervous system of this body be healed. The brain, all different parts of the brain, and the spinal cord, and the peripheral nervous system. May the entire nervous system be healed, be healthy. Really engage in loving kindness. Genuinely obsess into this loving kindness and establish in your loving kindness. Loving kindness is peaceful. Loving kindness is genuine. Loving kindness can improve the good health mentally and physically. Your loving kindness is genuine. May this body and mind be healed. May this body and mind be peaceful. Feel your loving kindness. May I be well. May I be happy. May I be peace. Feel your loving kindness, your nicely grown, compassionate, loving kindness can send into any direction. And to anybody, whoever come into your mind. Your lovely thoughts are healing yourself. And you can make a wish, may all the people, whoever come into your mind, may they be well, may they be happy, may they be peace. All the spiritual participants in this gathering, be well, be happy, be peace. All the good friends and the family members, near and far, may all friends be well. Expand your loving kindness to all different directions, into the directions of your front, back, left, right, above and below. All the people, all the beings, near and far, large and small, long and short, seen and unseen. May all beings be well. May all beings be well. Feel your loving kindness and enjoy your loving kindness and settle in your loving kindness. Rest in your loving kindness. To strengthen your loving kindness, you can just utter very mindfully, loving kindness. You can hear your own loving kindness, lovely sound, your own loving kindness word that will bring more and more peace and comfort into yourself. We will sing loving kindness and bring again and again the loving kindness into ourselves and just establish and rest in our life, loving kindness. We will sing together for a couple of times. Loving kindness, 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 loving kindness. Loving kindness, 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 loving kindness. Loving kindness, loving kindness, loving kindness, loving while you are observing your loving kindness, awareness, you can feel your in-breath and out-breath very gently and very slowly. You can focus your attention to your in-breath and out-breath. Feel the expansion and the contraction of the body. And maintain your full awareness on the body. Experience the entire in-breath and out-breath. You are using your lovely awareness to practice breathing meditation. Just relax and practice silent meditation for a couple of minutes until you hear the sound of the bell.
Dukkhappattāca nidukkha bhayappattāca nibbaya sokappattāca nisoka Untu sabbepi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of the meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest. Let's take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have this wonderful meditation in our life. And also let's appreciate and be grateful to all the enlightened masters and the teachers in the past who transmitted this practice, this teaching from generation to generation. And also, let's feel grateful to anyone else who helped us to practice this meditation, who clean and arrange this place for you, who are taking care of this place. Let's deeply feel grateful for them. And even for these non-living things that we are using for meditation. The cushion, the chair you are sitting on, this bell and everything. Deeply appreciating the support and appreciating, let's say sadhu 3 times together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you, Bhante Punna. It was very cooling and nice meditation. So even for me, because after quite a long time, I'm also joining for this meditation. So thank you very much, Bhante. So now it is our discussion time. So I hope that we started some topics from our regular chant and discourse, Karaniya Metta Sutra, a loving kindness discourse. So Bhante Pema also joining from Arizona for our discussion. Welcome, Bhante. So, what is the topic, Bhante, today for our discussion?
Bhante has muted. Yeah.
Uh,
Our topic is we are going to discuss the number 5, I think.
The
Number
verse.
5, yeah. Number 5, the Sutra of Loving Kindness. Number 5, page number 16.
so we practice meditation on loving kindness. Even today, Bhante Punna guided us to practice meditation on loving kindness. So I believe that among the discourses of the Buddha's discourses uttered by Buddha to guide and to develop loving kindness, the Karaniya Metta Sutra, the loving kindness discourse that we are regularly chanting, is the more useful and important guidance we have to develop loving kindness. Within 10 verses, Buddha has covered entire subject area of loving kindness, how we practice, how we develop thoughts of loving kindness. So here, the verse number 5, it runs this way. We can chant in Pali. Dittava eva additta yecha dure vasanti avidure. Bhutava sambhavesiva sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. Most common and familiar verse coming, the part is that sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. It is more familiar, it's a well-known Pali term we can use regularly as a mantra. And that it means that may all beings have happy minds. The first, second, and third part of this verse covers, I believe that it covers the whole set of living beings without missing any of beings from our loving kindness. Right, Bhante?
Yes, Bhante, nice to join you from far away. Yes, I think this discourse helps us to gradually, or methodologically develop our loving kindness. Early verses help us to understand the other virtues that we need to have in order to effectively practice loving kindness. And then last verse before this also help us to understand different categories or different classes of beings. So in today's verse also, focusing on different categories of beings because we need to practice our loving kindness to all types of beings. And as you mentioned, Bhante, we have to be inclusive. So therefore, we have this concept called breaking the barriers. So in loving kindness meditation, we need to break barriers. What we mean by barriers is that actually we break, because when we think about different people, usually we have certain group of people that we like. We may have certain other group of people that we may not like, and we may be familiar with certain kinds of animals. We may not be familiar with other kinds of animals. So there's always different. The usual way we look at other people and other beings is that we have different circles and barriers. So loving kindness meditation is helping us to break these barriers and then develop loving kindness to all classes of beings. So that is why today we have another classification of beings. So seen or unseen, that's one category. So we are directing our loving kindness to beings who we have seen and also unseen, and then also living near and far, and then the other one is born or those who are coming to birth. And so right there we find 3 ways of describing different categories of being. So it is to help us to to be inclusive. And actually the whole reason of giving these different categories is for us to transcend the categories. And so we go through different categories of beings, but it helps us to go beyond different categories, because in loving kindness we have a challenge. And one is that we need to feel loving kindness to all different groups of people and beings, but at the same time it has to be inclusive. I think the reason that we go through different categories of beings, like a short, large, long, visible and invisible, and then at the end you say sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta, may all beings have happy minds. If you simply say at the beginning, may all beings have happy minds, or maybe may all beings be well and happy, it's a nice wish, but it can be very abstract. Right, Bhante? We can just say, may all beings be well and happy. We just can say it, but it will be very abstract. But if we remind ourselves different classes of beings as an examples, and then after we go through these different classes of beings, and then when we say, may all beings be well and happy, then we can be inclusive. At the same time, we can be genuine and that we can feel that loving kindness. I think that is what this sutta is helping us to do. So helping us to like first to develop genuine feeling of loving kindness, and then helping us to go beyond the boundaries and make it inclusive. Here, Bhante, this first category, seen or unseen. Actually, here we can have different translation. What we find in the book is visible and invisible, right? That's how we find it. Visible and invisible. Yeah. So we can see two meanings. One is visible beings, another one is invisible. But it also can mean that the seen and unseen means that the beings that we have seen in our life, and the beings that we have not seen in our life yet. So our loving kindness should include not only beings that we have seen, but also the beings that we have not seen yet. So there can be so many beings that in this world that we haven't not seen yet, but we have to even think about them. The other one would be that beings who we can see with our human eyes, and then beings who cannot be seen with our human eyes. Bhante, do you know any beings who we cannot see with our human eyes?
Yes, but maybe very close by us. Maybe there may be so many beings we cannot see with our naked eyes, right? But even around us.
Yes.
As an example, we take some soil. There may be so many thousands of, I think, insects.
Mhm.
Yeah, you can see.
Yeah, we need a microscope to see them, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's, yeah, exactly, Bhante. But it's also indicate other beings of the other dimensions, because human eye can see the things only within this three-dimensional, three-dimensional framework. But there could be beings who may not be, falls within this three dimensions, but they can be beings in other dimensions. So, for example, other like celestial beings, even like ghosts. The life can exist not only as human, not only as animals. Life can exist in many other forms. So in the Buddhist discourses, we find, various types of, realms, various types of beings. So humans and animals are only two forms of beings, but there can be few other forms of beings. So other beings like celestial beings and maybe beings in the ghost realms, we don't see them. If we can see them, but we have to develop our mental capacity to do that. But those when we spread loving kindness, we have to think about them too, who are beings around us. So I think the best way, if someone is having a problem with the ghosts, for example, because people are afraid of ghosts, right? But they are classes of beings, and so if you spread loving kindness to them, and they will be happy, they'll be friendly with you, and the more you afraid them, and the more they will also be scared of you. So loving kindness should include, all visible and invisible beings too. And then, the second category is actually, beings living near and far. So some, so it also transcends the space. Loving kindness transcends the space. Of course, I think even today's loving kindness meditation, we think about the beings living in other, faraway places. So we have to think about that too. Even though the beings are not in proximity to us, we should direct our loving kindness to beings far away. I think the one important category here, Bhante, the beings who are already born and the beings who are still in the process of birth, like bhutava sambhavesiva, born or those who are coming to birth. So I think all of us are already born. So many of we are here. Could be beings who are already born, but there could be beings who are still in the process of coming to birth. Bhante, what comes to your mind? Can we give an example of some Bhavesiva, the beings who are still coming to birth?
Maybe when we are developing or extending our loving kindness, Bhante, in that short moment, there may be some beings who are getting birth, right, Bhante, that right moment. So without missing that, even that being, right, Bhante, so
it's making inclusive, right? Like without exception. Like even the beings who are maybe already in the eggs, they are still processing to be be fought in the process of becoming to birth, and even beings are in the mother's womb, right? So fetus and all these they are also considered beings, and our loving kindness should also include them too. What we find here, Bhante, when we try to when we think about the different classes of beings, and like our effort to be inclusive and embrace as many beings as we can, to our loving kindness, we are definitely going beyond our normal concept of love. Because usually when we think about love, that will be the difference between our general understanding of love and then what we mean by the metta, loving kindness, as we call it. Because normal understanding of love would be like, we love people that we like. Usually we like and we love. But when it comes to loving kindness, we have this genuine wish of well-being, this goodwill, even towards people and beings that we may not necessarily like, or we may not necessarily agree with. And also it's kind of going being inclusive and then going beyond the familiar beings, going beyond people we like, and particularly going beyond the humans. So when we think about love, we think about loving people, loving human beings. But in this sutta, we find, we see again and again this emphasis of going beyond humans. So what we call anthropocentricism, like we think that all rights and all rights and privileges are all for humans. But actually, this sutta gives us an understanding of life that is broader than human-centric life, but broader sense. And the last line, Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukhitatta, that line also found in the previous verse also. So I think we all recited it in a few times, because as Bhante, you mentioned at the beginning, we can use this phrase, Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukhitatta, as a chant, as a mantra, to help us to purify our mind, to invite loving kindness to our mind. If you memorize this, and that really can help us a lot to whenever you are going through bad emotion, bad time, and just say it, Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukhitatta, or may all beings have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. So it's a real good chant that brings so much, positive feelings to our own mind, and we may also have an impact on others. But it's an important chant and praise.
As Bhante, you mentioned that this part, Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukhitatta, it comes 2 times in the beginning, maybe in the 3rd verse, at the end, like in the 5th one. So, as Bhante, you mentioned earlier, so it's something like, if we just say Sabbe Sattha Bhavantu Sukhitatta, may all beings have happy minds, something like its abstract version. It comes in the beginning. The first 2-3 verses mention maybe something like a person who is going to practice loving kindness should have these qualified with these kind of qualities, maybe 14 qualities. After that, the Sabbe Satta, that part comes. So we all beings have happy minds. That is the abstract version. Then one can have a question: who are these Sabbe Satta, all beings? Then Bhante, within these the following 2 verses, is mentioned who are these all beings. So this format of this organizing of this discourse is very, very useful, very appropriate, Bhante. So we can talk the organization, the format of discourse at the end of our discussion. So we are still in the 5th verse, right, Bhante?
Yes.
So again, Sabbe Satta.
We spent nearly 3 months to finish this.
Yes. So that is why, Bhante, I believe that this as second time, even the second time that praise comes after explaining who are these all beings. All living beings are covered within these 2 verses from the fourth one and the 5th one, Yekechipana, and that the Dittava, the verse that we discussed today. So after that, at the end, again, Buddha says that Sabbe Satta Bhavantu Sukhitata, then the meditation practitioner knows who are these Sabbe Satta, all beings.
But sometime so we can ask, we can give the opportunity for our friends to ask questions about these categories and how we can really practice this level of loving kindness in our actual life. When it comes to practice, it's not that going to be that easy, Bhante. And anyone would like to ask any questions or give your thoughts?
Six realms, right? There's 6 realms, right? So there's like the humans and the animals, the hungry ghosts,
Beings,
what else?
demigods.
He's asking about 6 realms, Bhante.
Oh, okay.
So it'd be all the beings that live in the 6 realms that we're talking about.
So yeah, I mean, yeah, all the levels of beings can be categorized mainly into 6 realms. Yes. Do you want to know all of them?
I can't remember all of them. I just remember like the hell beings, the hungry ghosts,
Humans, demigods,
humans,
and
animals.
enlightened people. Buddhists.
And then we have divine realms, and then the Brahma realms also. So the higher divine realm, the Brahma realm. But I think as human beings, we have to encounter the humans and then the animals most frequently. So so we have to practice our loving kindness among ourselves, in this. But of course, occasionally you may encounter ghosts also occasionally, and then we can also practice loving kindness. Although we see them or not, we include them in our loving kindness. But I would like to pay our attention to a very practical problem, Bhante. When you want to maintain such an inclusive loving kindness, how practical it's going to be? Particularly when we think about those different creatures that come to our homes. Like particularly during summer, right? You can have a lot of creatures come into your home, who we usually name as pests. What do you think about pests? Can we call them pests? Can anyone share with us? Is there any compassionate way that you dealt with your pest?
You can use peppermint oil because a lot of them don't like bugs and spiders. They don't like that stuff. I just pick them up and put them outside. That too. That was my job when I was a kid. My sister would threatened to kill him. So I had to save them and put them outside.
Yeah, definitely. We can use a lot of preventive measures, right, Bhante? Yeah. When I was in Dallas, Dallas, Texas temple, and they have an issue with flies. So whenever they open their door, few flies will come to their kitchen. So they had a fly catcher. It's a very it's a very humane fly catcher. I don't know how to explain that. So they will swing it and get the fly into inside that catcher, and they will go out and release it. But of course, they will come back again when you open the door next time. But at least so they are struggling. So so you still I mean, of course, there can be because the flies can transmit all kind of bad stuff. So you don't want to live with them, but you don't want to kill them. You want them to live also. So how to create these boundaries? So that will be challenging. I think Bhante Kamalasari also, Bhante Kamalasari also, was trying to catch mice, right? And he made so many trips with mice to the to the area to release those mice that we catch.
We caught a raccoon in our garage. Had to let him go.
Some people use some branches of trees, little branches of a tree. They hang little branch to prevent from the flies. When all the flies gather around. Yeah. It is. I think it is important to introduce that kind of good ways to people while they are listening to our talk. One day.
Yeah, maybe the preventive methods of how to prevent cockroaches from coming to a kitchen, right? And all kinds of methods. Anyway, so I think what important is, of course, when we encounter such a situation, let us try to be as compassionate as we can, recognizing that they also deserve life. They also have capacity for suffering just like us. And we try our best, to cohabitate, maybe not cohabitate, but live together. But when we practice loving kindness, our feeling of this love, our feeling of this goodwill should transcend, should radiate to covering all types of beings, whatever life there may be. So we have to, have this goodwill, unconditioned and goodwill in a limitless way. That's the way to practice.
The categories mentioned here, Bhante, is a very important thing. Is what I see here is that not being subjective, Bhante, right? So even though we are practicing and try to develop loving kindness, in our meditations, we use that maybe something like to our friends, family members, and so and so. But in this there's no that kind of subjective categories. So, right, some common categories, right, Bhante, covering.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Very general categories.
General categories, yeah.
Not focusing our personal relationship.
Relations, yeah.
Okay, Bhante. So maybe we can go to the next part of the program, right?
Yes, Bhante, yeah. Time is also says that to go to next part of our program. If so, Bhante, thank you very much for joining for our discussion, being somewhat far away.
Yeah, it was so nice to see. Also, it was also nice to do meditation with Bhante Purna after some time. Yeah, I was enjoying the meditation from here. Yeah. Yes, Bhante, you can go to the other part of the program. I'll join in silence.
Okay, so please turn to page 14. Transference of merits. So far we have done so many wholesome deeds, practicing the meditation. So we will transfer these merits to all our departed relatives, whoever departed relatives who have done many things for our progress of our life, for the well-being of our life. Just think about them and share these merits with them. Especially today we use this opportunity to transfer merits to our friend, Viriya's friend, Winnie, his client. So he used to be his very close friend. So he just passed away a few days ago. So we transfer these merits to Winnie, wishing him to smooth transition and to attain supreme bliss of nirvana, having these merits. And also may our relatives share our goodness. May all our departed relatives be happy and rejoice our goodness. Let's chant together. Idammi ñātinam hotu sukhitāṃ suñātayo. Idammi ñātinam hotu sukhitāṃ suñātayo. Idammi ñātinam hotu sukhitāṃ suñātayo. Transference of merit to all the sentient beings, all the beings who were accept and able to share our merits, may they do so. Sambe Bhuta Anugantu Sabba Sampati Sindhya Sambe Sattva Anugantu Sabba Sampati Sindhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the world be fixing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all in peace be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I ever follow the unrighteous people, may I thirst for the good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by birth is mine, I have done wrong. I acknowledge for infinite the Tathagat, great system and eternal being. Now this is our blessing service. We are going to chant the discourse of loving kindness. We are having a discussion on that particular discourse. The discourse originally uttered by the Buddha with great compassion for all living beings. So we wish that may you all receive the blessings of great compassion of the Buddha. With these blessings, may you all be well, happy, and receive good health and healing. Especially we extend our blessings today to our beloved friend Virya Nathan, who celebrated his birthday, to have a healthy life, to be happy and well, and spend his life and spiritual growth. And also, may you can recall to your mind whoever you want to share these blessings with your family members, relatives, friends, people who are sick. Recall them to your mind and share these blessings with them too. May you all receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful.
Namo tasse bhagavato
Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa Karaniya Manta Kussalena Yantang Santang Padang Apisamikya Sakko Mujoja Sojoja Suvajo Chasantu Anati Mani Santunta Kocha Subaroja Tambake Joja Salavaka Bunte Sante Prayosha Nipakoche Apambo Guli Suvananugendo Nachekundang Samachare Kinchiena Vinyu Pare Upavadeyum Sukino Vake Vino Antu Sabbe Santa Bhavantu Sukhitanta Yeke Chipanatu Tante Dasavata Sesa Digavane Mahantava Ajimarastakanukatula Dinta Atdintaye Chadure Vasante Avidure Bhutava Sampave Sante Santa Bhavantu Sukhitanta Paruparang Nikumbete Nati Manyete Kanta Chinang Kanchi Vyarosana Patiga Sanyana Manyasa Dukka Mitcheye Mata Yatha Niyam Kuntang Ayusa Kuntamanuragke Pisambhute Sumanasang Bhavaye Aparimanam Vitancha Sambhalokasmin Manasang Bhavaye Aparimanam Nado Chatiriyanche Asangvadan Averan Asepatantang Tittan Charang Nisinu Vasayanu Vayavatam Vigatamindo Ekam Sating Aditteya Brahmamitang Viharang Maho Dittinche Anupagam Silevadasanina Sampannu Kamestu Viniya Gedang Nahijatu Gamgaseyang Punareti Sanche Vajjena Sondite Hotu Sambhadaetena Vajjena Sambharo Vinantadu Etena Sanche Vajjena Te Jaya Mangalam Sabbitiyo vivanjantu sambarogo vinansato mate bhavantvantarayo sukhiti gayuko bhave Bhavatu Sambha Mangalam Rakkantu Sambha Devata Sambha භාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සබ්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ.
Let's spend a moment of reflection. Reflect your own good deeds, kind deeds done today, yesterday, or whenever you have done whatever kind deeds in which you help someone during last few days, few seconds. Let's rejoice those kind deeds. Please repeat after me. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, with a great or little, yet before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind deeds relieve the burdens of other beings. May my kind deeds shield me from all dangers and pain. May my kind deeds and merits that come from them help me in freeing my heart. Now you can recall to your mind a kind deed done by someone else, whether to you or others. If somebody gave you something, if somebody was there at least to listen to you, if somebody showed some kindness, compassion towards you, even a simple short moment, let's recall those moments. Let's rejoice. On this day, or in the past, if I have seen or heard of the kind deeds done by others, their body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds, and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in the goodness of others, being always ready to praise kind people and follow their example. I rejoice in the goodness of others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world. I rejoice in the goodness of others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done. May the kind deeds of others bring safety and happiness to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others foster gratitude and fellowship to many living beings. May the kind deeds of others nurture goodness in me and many living beings. Sadhu.
Okay. It was very nice to see you all, and look forward to see you again. I think this Sunday, we have a special ceremony. So this Sunday we have a gathering, lunch gathering, and then also a ceremony for inviting for the rainy retreat for the Vastana period. So as you know, the 3 months that starts from the next full moon day is a special period for us to practice. So we will have a special programs during this 3 months period. So the beginning of this special period called Vasana period or rain retreat will happen in the coming full moon, which is on Tuesday. But the invitation for monks to spend this Vasana retreat will be done on this Sunday. So one family is making the invitation on behalf of everyone. So I really like you to be there, please come for lunch and have lunch together. And then we have an afternoon ceremony of invitation to the monks and a small talk. So it's a short ceremony. So I hope that everyone can be there on this Sunday at 11 o'clock for lunch. Yes.
Yes, Bhante. So we
Yeah.
can.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Happy birthday, Virya. Nice to see you, Virya. And I also saw a Greg. Greg, nice to see you. Sorry to miss you this time. Yeah. See you next time. Yeah.
I will see you Sunday, my friend.
Okay. Please. Yeah. See you on Sunday. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Birthday cake.
And thank you for our spiritual friend who joined from through YouTube. And wish you all good health. See you next week. Next meditation session.